What'd you think of the fight, bro?
Man, it's a boxing. It's the boxing game. It's a fight game. It's a heavyweight division. Anything can happen.
What went wrong for AJ, man?
Man, one punch can change the whole night.
In there,
He fought a good fight. He won.
Yeah.
He knocked him out when he was hurt. So he fought a good fight.
Daniel Dubois delivered a career-defining performance by scoring a fifth-round knockout against former two-time heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua at London's iconic Wembley Stadium. Dubois, who was elevated to full IBF heavyweight champion status after Oleksandr Usyk vacated the belt earlier this year, seized the opportunity to cement his place in boxing history. As the boxing world reeled from this unexpected outcome, several prominent figures from the sport weighed in on what this victory means for both Dubois and the future of the heavyweight division. Gennady Golovkin, known for his relentless style and ring IQ, was quick to recognize Dubois' hunger and ability to seize the moment.
By way of knockout, proudly fighting out of and representing his home of Watford, England, here is the 2012 Olympic gold medalist and the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world.
And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing black trunks with white lettering and weighed in officially at 233.5 pounds. Hailing from Greenwich, London, England, he has a professional record consisting of 19.
Dubois came in ready to make a statement, and that's exactly what he did, Golovkin commented. Joshua has the experience, but sometimes hunger and determination can outweigh that, especially in the heavyweight division where one punch can change everything. Dubois capitalized on his chance. Golovkin's analysis captured the essence of the fight. While Joshua's pedigree and experience were undeniable, it was Dubois' youthful hunger and focus that allowed him to land the decisive blow, ending the bout in dramatic fashion. For Golovkin and others, the win was a reminder that the heavyweight landscape is always evolving, and new stars like Dubois can rise to the top with the right mix of preparation and opportunity. Tyson Fury, the charismatic WBC heavyweight champion, added his own perspective on the outcome.
Very good fight. Joshua again went up in my book again, even to seeing what took place. He went out in his shield. You can't ask anything else about that.
Guys, yes, Tyson. It's heavyweight boxing, boys. It happens. Shit happens. You get knocked spark out. It could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been anybody.
Heavyweight boxing is the ultimate survival game, Fury said. It's a jungle, and only the fittest survive. Dubois came in as the underdog, but he fought like a lion, and that's what the sport is all about. Fury, who has his own history of bouncing back from adversity to reign supreme, praised Dubois for his fearlessness and for stepping into the ring with a former champion like Joshua without showing any hesitation. Fury's comments reflected the broader reality of heavyweight boxing. It's a division where anything can happen, and fighters like Dubois can rapidly ascend from contender to champion status with the right performance. For Fury, Dubois' victory was symbolic of the ever-shifting dynamics within the division, where one fight can completely reshape the hierarchy. Deontay Wilder, known for his own devastating knockout power, highlighted the importance of landing the right punch at the right moment. Dubois has that kind of power that makes him dangerous every second of the fight, Wilder remarked. Joshua's a great fighter, but when you get hit clean by a punch like that, it's game over.
Stay right there.
Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua. Tomorrow night, Wembley Stadium, 96,000 in attendance.
Dubois showed tonight why power is the great equalizer in the heavyweight division. Wilder's emphasis on Dubois' power as a game-changing factor resonated with many fans and analysts who witnessed the fight. Joshua, despite his technical abilities and experience, could not withstand the force of Dubois' knockout blow, illustrating Wilder's point that, in the heavyweight division, a single punch can erase all other advantages. Wilder, who has ended many fights with one punch, likely saw a bit of himself in Dubois' approach, waiting patiently for the moment to land the big shot. David Haye, a former heavyweight champion with deep insights into the sport, focused on Dubois' strategic approach in the fight. Joshua started strong, no doubt, but Dubois was patient, Haye explained. He waited for his moment, and when he found it, he landed the perfect shot. That's what makes the heavyweight division so exciting. One moment can change everything, and Dubois knew exactly when to take his chance. Haye's remarks underscored the tactical side of Dubois' victory.
He's returning with what we said he'll return with, yeah? Fell in with his backhand to the body, didn't he? Yeah.
While Joshua was the more experienced and decorated fighter, it was Dubois' ability to remain composed, wait for his opportunity, and strike decisively that ultimately secured the win. Haye, who has been in many high-stakes heavyweight clashes, recognized that Dubois executed his game plan perfectly, proving that he belongs among the elite of the division. Even Oleksandr Usyk, the man who previously held the IBF title and twice defeated Joshua, shared his thoughts on Dubois' success. Dubois fought a smart fight, Usyk commented. He knew he had to wait for the right moment, and he found it. That's what it takes to win at this level. I've been in there with Joshua, and I know how tough he is, but Dubois did everything right tonight. Usyk's praise for Dubois focused on his ring intelligence and ability to adjust throughout the fight. While Usyk had used movement and angles to defeat Joshua, Dubois relied on timing and power, proving that there are multiple paths to victory in boxing's most competitive division. For Usyk, Dubois' win was a testament to the young champion's growth and potential.
You guys looking towards me, please. Danny goes on.
Signaling that the heavyweight division has a bright future with fighters like Dubois rising to the top. Joe Joyce, who had previously handed Dubois his first professional loss, acknowledged how much Dubois has evolved since their bout. Dubois learned a lot from our fight, and you can see that he's come back stronger and smarter, Joyce observed. That right hand was lethal, and Joshua just couldn't recover. It's clear that Dubois is on a different level now. Joyce's comments reflected a sense of respect for Dubois' progression as a fighter. Having faced him firsthand, Joyce understood better than most how much Dubois had improved, and he recognized that the young champion was able to capitalize on the lessons he learned from their encounter to achieve a career-defining victory. Lennox Lewis, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, put the result into a broader context. Joshua has been a great champion, but Dubois is the future of the heavyweight division, Lewis said. He's young, strong, and determined. Tonight we saw the next generation make its mark, and it's clear that Dubois has what it takes to lead the division moving forward. Lewis, who knows what it takes to stay at the top of the sport, acknowledged that Dubois' win represents a changing of the guard in heavyweight boxing. While Joshua's accomplishments are undeniable, Dubois' victory signaled that a new era may be dawning in the division, with younger fighters like him stepping into the spotlight. In the aftermath of Daniel Dubois' stunning victory over Anthony Joshua, the reactions from the boxing world were unanimous. Dubois is here to stay, and his knockout win not only shook up the heavyweight division, but also established him as a serious contender for years to come. For many, this fight marked a pivotal moment in heavyweight boxing.
You know, once it got caught, mate, from the early doors, we said whoever learned the first punch, they're gonna win, and he done that, mate.
As a new star was born and the old guard was put on notice, fans and analysts alike now eagerly await Dubois' next move as the young champion looks to build on this incredible victory and continue his rise to the top of the sport. Another former Anthony Joshua opponent, Joseph Parker, praised Dubois' body attack, which was a crucial factor in the fight. Dubois' body shots are something else, Parker said. They take the fight out of you. Joshua was tough, But once Dubois started landing those shots to the body, you could see the fight slowly slipping away from him. He just couldn't handle it. Parker, who went the distance with Joshua in 2018, understood the toll that body work can take on an opponent. Joshua, who had never been in a fight where he had to deal with such a sustained body attack, was visibly worn down as the rounds progressed. Dubois' precision and power to the body took away Joshua's ability to mount any significant offense in the later rounds. Dillian Whyte also offered his take on the fight, praising Dubois' ability to impose his will on Joshua. Dubois' pressure is relentless, Whyte said. He doesn't just throw punches. He makes you feel like you're always in danger, even when he's not throwing. Joshua found that out tonight. He couldn't get comfortable, and that's why he couldn't land the big shots he's known for.
I said to Joe Cordine, the next way I said he needs to throw some backhands. He threw a backhand and then the minute the fight was over, unbelievable. If he didn't do bad in the first time, now he's full of confidence. I think he's got a good chance. I think Tyson will do usyk though, I really do.
Whyte's comments spoke to the mental pressure that Dubois applies to his opponents. Even when Joshua tried to rally and find openings, Dubois' presence in the ring made it difficult for the more experienced fighter to execute his game plan. The constant threat of Dubois' counters and body shots kept Joshua on the back foot for much of the fight. Joe Joyce, another rising heavyweight star, also weighed in, expressing his belief that Joshua had been caught off guard by Dubois' improvements. Joshua's got potential, no doubt, Joyce said, but this fight was too much. He's still learning, and Dubois is a powerhouse in there. He'll come back stronger. But tonight was all about Dubois showing that he's on a different level now. Joyce's perspective highlighted the importance of preparation in a fighter's career. While Joshua had made a name for himself with his victories over top competition, facing Dubois, who had grown sharper since their last bout, proved to be too much at this stage. The loss, while humbling, will serve as a valuable learning experience for Joshua as he continues to refine his skills. Finally, Oleksandr Usyk, who faced Joshua twice in 2021 and 2022, delivered a sobering assessment of Joshua's chances. Dubois is too strong, too durable, Usyk said. Joshua thought his technique would be enough, but it wasn't. Dubois took everything he had and kept coming. That's what makes him so hard to beat. He's not just a great offensive fighter, he's tough as nails, and Joshua wasn't ready for that. The fight was a stark reminder of the levels in heavyweight boxing. Joshua, while a promising fighter, was simply not prepared for the challenge that Daniel Dubois presented. As the dust settles, Dubois' victory solidifies his status as one of the most dangerous heavyweights of his generation.
Easy result, right?
It was a great fight. I think Joshua, got overconfident and went for the kill, but he forgot about his defense and forgot, about the fundamentals. Yeah.
Terence, was it a shock what you watched?
No, not at all. I always stated that the better man was going to win today, and Dubois was the better man.
While Joshua will return to the drawing board, undoubtedly with valuable lessons learned from his encounter with elite competition, Dubois' development as a smart tactical fighter has become his real strength. Joshua has power, but power alone won't beat Dubois. He's faced many fighters who thought they could outbox or overpower him. Dubois has learned from every fight. Joshua just isn't on that level yet. Dubois is too smart now, said Deontay Wilder. The veteran knockout artist knows that power, while dangerous, is not the ultimate weapon against someone as skilled and durable as Dubois. Dubois has faced heavy hitters before and has found ways to neutralize their strengths. Wilder points out that Joshua, despite his previous wins, hasn't faced an elite fighter capable of testing him in ways that go beyond just brute force. Dubois' ability to adapt, change tactics mid-fight, and exploit his opponent's weaknesses is something Wilder believes Joshua wasn't prepared for. Joshua's knockout streak may have excited fans, but Wilder sees it as a sign of reliance on power, rather than versatility. Dubois is versatile. He can adjust to anything. When he fought Joyce, he adapted and made changes. Joshua won't be able to make those adjustments at the moment. That's why Dubois won. In Wilder's mind, Joshua is simply not ready for the level of boxing that Dubois brings to the table. Joshua may have power, but Dubois' ring IQ, defensive skills, and ability to break opponents down over time proved too much for Joshua. Fighting Dubois is a mental challenge as much as a physical one. Dubois' ability to read his opponents, make them second-guess their every move, and capitalize on their mistakes is what sets him apart. Joshua, in Tyson Fury's view, lacked the experience needed to survive that kind of psychological warfare. Joshua is still learning. And facing Dubois was a tough test. David Haye, another veteran of the sport, knows the dangers of relying too heavily on knockout power. Haye's own career is a testament to the limits of power against technical brilliance. When he looks at Joshua, he sees a fighter who is still developing his technical skills and isn't yet ready to compete with someone like Dubois. His words carry weight because Haye has lived through the highs and lows of the sport. He knows that Dubois' combination of ring IQ, defense, and tactical brilliance will expose Joshua's weaknesses. Power, in Haye's eyes, is only one piece of the puzzle, and it's not the piece that will win Joshua a fight against someone as complete as Dubois. Joshua hasn't fought anyone with half the ring IQ that Dubois has. People look at Dubois and think it's just about power, but they don't see how he sets traps, how he forces you into making mistakes. Joshua's too raw for that. Dubois will toy with him before finishing him. Joseph Parker's assessment highlights another dimension of Dubois' game that often goes underappreciated. While many focus on his power punches, it's Dubois' body punches that truly set him apart. By breaking his opponents down over the course of the fight, Dubois takes away their ability to defend themselves, making the knockout almost inevitable. Joshua, with his lack of experience at this level, didn't have the tools to defend against such a sustained assault. Joshua has the power to hurt Dubois. It's about whether he can withstand the psychological warfare that comes with facing a fighter who never stops pressuring you. Wilder's skepticism isn't unfounded. Even experienced fighters have struggled to handle Dubois' relentless pressure. His ability to make subtle defensive adjustments, slip punches, and counter with precision has left many top-tier opponents frustrated and fatigued. Joshua, known for his impressive wins, found himself in unfamiliar territory. Power means little if you're not connecting. This psychological aspect of the fight, where Dubois forces his opponents to question their strategy, was a major factor in Joshua's defeat. For someone like Joshua, who is still refining his skills and hadn't faced someone like Dubois, jumping into a fight at this level was a huge test. In boxing, rushing into a marquee matchup can have long-term consequences. A loss to Dubois could set Joshua back mentally and physically. Joyce understands this better than most, and while he sees Joshua's potential, he knows this fight was a difficult challenge at this stage of his career. Well, what do you think? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.